Coming to you from Keiko Studios, it's The Balcony Show with Ann Thatcher, Bo Summer, Mike Roy, Donna DeLucci, and me, the Mad Cat. We have searched the globe for the best in indie music so you don't have to. So here we go, The Balcony Show.
Friends in faraway places, sent with love and good vibes. Just keep an eye out for just what's coming.
Hi, everybody. You're listening to The Balcony Show, your source for independent music, the very best, that is. Hi, guys.
Hello.
On today's show, we're going to have the lead singer, CJ Anderson from Gulfstream Riders. They'll be up with us in the show in a few. But first...
I always like when she says, but first.
But.
And looks at you lovingly.
First.
Makes me feel like walking out the door, but first. Useless facts. Facts that are freaking useless. I mean, and they really are useless.
I get scared at this part.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Fresh in from the pigeon in the north.
Can we try that?
What big headings you gave me here. What, am I blind?
I don't know.
I don't need my glasses for this now.
It's like in the 1980s when they had that big push button phone with like the really giant letters on it.
I remember that.
Yeah. It's like I'm 80 and suddenly I got my glasses on. All right, so we're just going to dive right into this. Useless fact number 1. It's impossible to hum while holding your nose.
Did you know? Did you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yes.
No, the hell you say.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
We need oxygen.
Da-da-da. All right, it's a true story.
Okay.
Ooh, I feel lightheaded now. I'm going to pass out. All right, useless fact number 2. The shortest war in history lasted 38 minutes. That was when my ex-girlfriend walked out the door with the goldfish and the dog.
Oh.
When the Sultan of British protected Zanzibar died and the new one took over without British approval in 1896, the Brits were not happy. Tension escalated when Sultan Khalid bin Bagharash refused to step down. I apologize for getting the names wrong. But the British warships spent less than 40 minutes bombarding the palace before Khalid fled, marking the very quick end of the Anglo-Zanzibar War.
38 minutes.
38 minutes.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, actually. They could all be like that. All right. That was fun, guys. All right. See ya.
Yeah. Zanzibar.
Pack it all up. Or leave it there. I mean, who cares? All right. Useless fact number 3.
Sorry. All right.
Shadows are darker on the moon.
Interesting.
Are they?
Well, I would assume there's no atmosphere to cause any spectral distortion between the light and whatnot. So,
Oh, look at you.
yeah.
Wow.
That's a mad
Yeah.
cat.
On Earth, the atmosphere scatters more sunlight, so our shadows aren't too dark. But on the moon, shadows are so dark that Neil Armstrong said he had trouble seeing where he was going.
If
Wow.
he was truly on the moon.
Knock it off.
Oh, let's not go there.
Knock it off.
Oh. Controversy.
Yes.
Jeez. Yeah.
Because why don't we send anybody else up there?
Yeah, I always think that's a little odd. You know what I mean?
Oh, just that one time.
No, it wasn't just one time. We made several trips to the moon.
No, I'm saying somebody walking on the moon.
We
Are
made,
they all walking on the moon?
Yeah,
Walking on the moon.
We don't even know what's going
they
on up
they
there.
only
honestly.
get the notoriety because they were
They
the
could have a
first.
whole condo. They could have a whole city up there, and we would have no clue.
It's the aliens, man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. When they launched that school bus size freaking thing into it, that's why they created the argument that they think the moon is actually hollow, because they said the freaking thing rang like a bell. You know, there's enough
It's
weird
like a base.
weird stuff to go on.
because that's what they said.
You know. Well,
Here we go.
You got to take it all with a grain of salt, kid. We all know they're going to lie, so.
Coming from the grain of salt guy.
Yeah.
I like how he played that. You
Yeah.
just got to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I love it.
You do your research.
All
That's
right.
all. That's all you got
If
to do.
it's the truth.
That's what I'm saying. You got to do your research. All right. NASA uses countdowns because of a sci-fi film.
I did not know that.
That's
either.
fascinating. Yeah, I did not know that either. But wouldn't it make sense? I mean, they used to count down the freaking, the firing squads. We counted down everything since the days of yore. So,
The days of
yes, the days of yore. The countdown Fritz Lang used to create suspense in the rocket launch scene of his 1929 silent film, Frau im Mond, didn't just change film history. It also inspired NASA to use countdowns before its own blastoffs. It's not exactly a race against the clock, though. NASA can feel free to pause the clock to check mechanical difficulties.
So it gave him time for last minute checks.
Yeah.
I thought that was
I
interesting.
wonder if, blasting off, it's like, should you start counting down when you're going at it, too? 10, 9. Get ready, honey. Here she comes.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, nope, never mind. False alarm. We got to start the count again.
We can never get through.
I'm raising my hand.
She's raising her hand. Yes, Bo?
Because if you may not want to do a countdown, because what if you get to 8 and boom?
That is the risk we take when launching rockets.
Safety first.
There's a pill for that.
There's nothing worse than blowing up on the launching pad.
I mean, seriously, 10, 9, 8.
All right, let's just finish this up with useless fact number 5. The eagle was a celebrity. What? The eagle on your money may have a name. From 1830 to 1836, a certain bird swooped into Philadelphia's U.S. Mint building so often that workers named it Peter the Mint Eagle. Well, that's original. Cared for him and allegedly used him as a model for coin engravings for years to come. Well,
cute.
way to
I didn't know
go,
that.
Peter.
Wow.
All right, little
Interesting,
Peony.
useless facts.
So if you don't like the picture of Peter, send me all your Peter.
Give me all your
So
Peters.
Aaron's asking
Here
for
now.
Peter pics, folks.
Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
Well,
And
just
one.
make her DMs really happy.
There is nothing worse than some freak slide into your DMs with a dick pic. That does not work, dudes. It doesn't work.
Whoa.
I was like, what?
Whoa.
I mean, we'll
Yeah.
look. Just out of curiosity.
Call up the judging committee, will you? Yo, Sheila, look at this thing this clown sent me. What do you think?
Yeah, but you think no? Anybody that's gonna send one is gonna be a hearty,
Hardy.
You think? Like,
They're not gonna just
could've been-
send like.
Could have been
From
just
the
some
queen of dick pics.
Right.
Oh my God.
I am the
I
queen
know.
of dick pics. I shall tell you. Send them to.
Oh boy, oh boy.
This is
Anyways.
turning.
We're
See,
going
here
downhill
goes.
fast,
It digresses.
guys. Downhill fast.
So I'm going to pull it up for a minute, though, because I
Oh.
do want to say. So we're going to get things started with a song from Matt D and his latest album, Jericho Gap. And the name of the song is Angel of the Lost Highway. You're going to dig it?
Fantastic song.
It is. So we'll be right back with the rest of the show.
Take a wide road, pull into the turnstile, downer in the shadows of a lustrous night. With a smokehouse waitress marinating in a river, born of bourbon under blood and red light. Drink a swill so hot it'll cook your spitting with the sugar, never touch no cream. Yeah, the mud's so sacred that it's practically a legend. Don't you criticize a goddamn thing. Take a wide road, pull into the turnstile, diner where the lonesome go to lose their way. And you can gnash your teeth while you chew a little coffee with the lost highway. Yeah, the angel of the lost highway. Down at the Motel Stag, take your last good drag, flick the ashes off the concrete tile. With broken bottles from the dirge, was a ravage and purge, every drifted down a Podunk mile. This fight an angel that'll do for a night or two, down in the darkness of a sumptuous dive. Let it ramble and roll till you're ready to forget a God you're never getting out alive. Down at the Motel Stag, take your last good drag, yeah, they hope you will enjoy your stay. And you can blow your dime on a starlet that was mine, known as the angel of the lost highway. Yeah, the angel of the lost highway. These dead dreams and detours slowly on my soul, just to resurrect what's dead, to call the fire below, and her ribbon halo shining like the setting sun. Yeah, upon the wheels of death I'll ride and rule that highway by her side. Well, there's a chapel up ahead where they're singing with the dead to the rhythm of a 5-string drum. And naked bodies still collide while they're ushered inside like they're calling down the kingdom come. When drink a swill so clear it'll cast out a fear where the copper turned the cornmeal sour. I'm singing Get Back Satan on the road behind with the shakers of the judgment hour. Well, there's a chapel up ahead where they're singing with the dead and the sinners go to kneel and pray. We're singing Get Back Satan on the road behind it, that angel of the lost highway. The drink a swill so clear it'll cast out fear where the lonesome go to lose their way. Just leave your faith behind with the rambling kind and that angel of the lost highway. Yeah, yeah, the angel of the lost highway.
You are listening to The Balcony Show, and right now we have the first song from our interviewee tonight with the Gulfstream Riders. The song is called Filling in Canyons. So give it a listen, and when you come back, we're going to have CJ Anderson on the line. Here we go.
Without the mud, there is no loneliness. Without the fall, no rise of spring. Without compassion, no understanding. The only tool we all have to bring. I don't wanna go without. There's a feeling in canyons. I don't wanna see yours true in the way. I don't wanna go without. There's a feeling in canyons. Pretending someone else might take my burdens. Without the path, here lies a monster. Without the people, here lies a slave. Without the pioneer, no psychonaut could live. dancing up to maybe and serve a little good some way. I don't wanna go without. There's a feeling in canyons. I don't wanna see yours true in the way. I don't wanna go without. There's a feeling in canyons. Pretending someone else might take my burden. Without the mud, there is no loneliness. Without the fall, no rise of spring. Without compassion, no understanding. The only two we all had been. I don't wanna go without. There's a feeling in canyons. I don't wanna see yours true in the way. I don't wanna go without. There's a feeling in canyons. Pretending someone else might take my burden. I don't wanna go without. There's a feeling in canyons. I don't wanna see yours truly in the way. I don't wanna go without. There's a feeling in canyons. Pretending someone else might take my burdens away.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Balcony Show. I'm very excited because we have CJ Anderson on from Gulfstream Riders. Welcome, CJ.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. We really appreciate your interest in the band.
So good. So good. I love what you're doing here. And our listeners just heard the first song, Filling in Canyons, from your album, Barn Music. So you guys this is really interesting to me. So you made the choice to go from being involved in rock, right? And then, so now you're creating this really great country. I think it's more like country rock, but how did you get from touring in a rock group to creating this music here?
Yeah, well, back in the early 90s, my bandmate Nolle and I, we got signed to the Warner Chappell affiliate in Finland, which is where he lives. And so so we're a file sharing band. And so we that didn't turn out as well as we might have hoped, but we stayed in touch over the years. And then in about 2018, he and I decided to start writing some stuff. And I come by my twang honestly because my parents are bluegrass musicians, so that was always part of my my upbringing and the way I think about music. Yeah, absolutely. So so when he was like, "Hey, like let's try some twangy stuff," I was like, "Dude, why didn't we think of this a long time ago?" So
well,
yeah, so it's kind of, for me, it's coming home to the music in a way for kind of like a folk rock kind of feel. So,
and you have a new single out now called "The Rent."
Yes, that's right.
I mean, I think I know what it's about, but I want you to tell me.
Oh, well, that's intriguing. I think what I think it's about is I was trying to, I guess, tell a story about somebody who's gone away from a place and had a transforming experience and then come back and is trying to fit back into that place, I guess, is the best way to describe it. It's like, which I think is something that we all experience, and especially, with all the craziness that life has been bringing us in the past few years.
Right, for sure. Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. I thought it was more metaphorically than it was the rent. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
So why did you choose music then, CJ?
Oh, music chose me. Music chose me 100%. I attended my first bluegrass festival in utero.
That's a great place to start.
Yeah. And I grew up in a household where I was like pissed at the banjo player because he kept on going flat. So they couldn't finish their rehearsal.
Freaking banjo players.
The 4-part harmonies. Yeah, dang it, darn those guys.
What a great story, though.
Yeah. So I'm very, very fortunate that to be born to talented parents who had been semi-pros their whole lives, and they're still at it. They've slowed down a little bit this past year with some health stuff, but up until last year, they were playing still playing.
Okay,
40
now you
shows
got
a
it.
year
Now
as
I'm
a
dying to
duo.
know who's your parents.
They're called Bill and Maggie Anderson.
Aw,
And,
shout out to Bill and
they're-
Maggie Anderson.
Yeah, they're just as cute as a button. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. Let us take a break real quick here, and I want to tell everybody you're going to want to get this new single, and you're definitely going to want to get the album Barn Music. The whole. If you're into folk country rock, this is something you're absolutely going to want. But so we're going to take a listen to The Rent by Gulfstream Riders, and we'll be right back with CJ.
$27 dress shoes and a ride back home. Still hard to comprehend leaving on my own. Papers all said old Joe's back from the grave. I don't suppose they know I wasn't dead all of those days, most all those days. And if I acquire some fine complacence, seldom mess it down the line, please define the things he meant. I'd say where you're concerned, I'm patient, just looking through the old facade. Space between the thoughts is God. Don't forget to pay the rent. Hey, welcome back, Joe, but their eyes weren't seeing it. I don't suppose they're thinking it the way they're praying yet. The question is how that scar is healing. The answer, my beloved, is to which scar might you be referring? And if I ain't quite the one you knew then, please forgive the cold reflection. We're all mirrors in the end. And if I decide to heed direction, just spoiled children spare the ride. Space between the thoughts is God. Don't forget to pay the rent, the rent, the rent, rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent. If I decide to heed direction, just spoiled children spare the ride. Space between the thoughts is God. Don't forget to pay the rent, the rent, the rent, rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, rent, the rent, the rent, the rent, the rent. Pay the rent.
You are listening to The Balcony Show, and we are on the line with CJ from Gulfstream Riders. So, CJ, tell our listeners, what do you got coming up as far as playing out? Are you guys going to be doing any of that?
Yes, I'm very happy to let you know that we will be resuming our August tour. Before the apocalyptic stuff hit, we would take we would take three weeks in August each year to remember what the other guy looks like, and play songs together and do some writing and recording as well. And so I'm happy to report that we'll be resuming that this August. So it'll probably be primarily Nordic countries we'll be visiting, but hoping to expand that as we can get some more traction in the world with help from beautiful people like you.
There you go.
Well, some of us are beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, and I didn't even shave today.
I'm just saying.
On the inside.
Hey, CJ, this is Mike here. I had a couple of questions for you listening to the music that was given to us.
Sure.
What is your background as far as what inspires you as far as other songwriters when you're writing this style?
Yeah. Well, I think I lean on what I heard when I was a kid, when the kind of the songwriting I would hear at bluegrass festivals, like Nalale will send me either just chord progressions or chord progressions with a mumbled idea for a melody, because English is his sixth language. He just embarrasses me. Those darn Europeans.
I know.
So got it together.
Yeah.
So and then I'll kind of really just kind of filter it through what it was like being a kid in that situation. That's really a part of my brain that it's a twangifier. And then I'll try to write lyrics that they're in the spirit of what he's looking for, because definitely at the heart of it, it's he is definitely the producer. I finish, I kind of bring the vocal melody home and write the lyrics and stuff and share my opinion. But I think because we're a file sharing band, he's really the doctor, because it's kind of got to be that way.
Well, you know what? Somebody's got to be an underachiever. That's all I can say.
That's right. I could just lay back and just I only got to come up with one tune every 6 weeks. No problem.
It works for you.
Yeah. But even that's actually kind of hard sometimes.
Well, you know what? Like I said, but it's working. Obviously, it's working because you're putting out some really great sound, and we really enjoy it. Which brings us to your final song of this show, which is "Sound Enough." You want to set that up for our listeners?
Sure. This one was actually very much filtered through that kind of energy that I was just describing, where he just kind of gave me a chord progression and let me go with it. After I just said he's the entire sound of the band, right? he kind of let me go with this one. And
we won't tell a soul.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Keep it just between us. Just between us. Yeah. But I mean, this one is about typical major life transitions happening, and just kind of questioning whether I got what it takes, to send it with authority in this next chapter, and hoping I do, and kind of that energy, I guess.
Well, I want to thank you, CJ, for coming on the show and spending a little bit of time with us and sharing your music. I know that everybody's going to love it.
Oh man, thank you.
You have any final
It's been my absolute pleasure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I think, I'm really super fortunate that I get to spend half of my week trying to come up with good sounds to put into the microphone. And I I can't thank you enough for caring about that.
I'll send you my Venmo later.
Okay, thanks. Good.
No,
Good. I really
absolutely
appreciate
not.
that.
I'm just kidding. All right, with that,
thank you.
I'm gonna say goodnight to you, and we're gonna take a listen to the final song from Gulfstream Riders, "Sound Enough," and we'll be right back with the rest of the show.
Wouldn't have thought this would be living with a big old nipple in each hand. And I'm supposing that we all might be forgiven for a delusion masquerading as a plan. Am I sound enough to making sound decisions? Am I sound enough to hear where it's turning out right? Am I sound enough for walking tall amid the trials and tribulations and the rolling edges thick and fast now? But you know you're gonna be alright. The rolling edges thick and fast now. But you know you're gonna be alright. Couldn't have seen this new beginning. It was plain as you could ask. And when I suffer what I think is winning, I remember all I need is on the path. Am I sound enough to making sound decisions? Am I sound enough to hear where it's turning out right? Sound enough for walking tall amid the trials and tribulations and the rolling edge thick and fast now. But you know you're gonna be alright. The rolling edge thick and fast now. But you know you're gonna be alright. Sound decisions. Am I sound enough to hear it where it's turning out right? Am I sound enough for walking tall amid the trials and tribulations and the rolling edge thick and fast now? But you know you're gonna be alright. The rolling edge thick and fast now. But you know you're gonna be alright. The rolling edge thick and fast now.
Listening to The Balcony Show.
And now it's time for Indie Radar with Beau Summer.
Toronto, Canada is having a music fest, but in addition to the music fest, they have a cool music conference going on. First time I'm hearing about it, and maybe it's because of the pandemic, everything kind of like went away. But apparently this year is the first one that's going to be back live in person. It's in Toronto, Canada. I know we have some listeners up there. And at least from the New York area, Toronto's not that far. It's a little bit of a day drive, but whatever. It might be worth it. But anyway, Canada Music Week is kicking off June 5th to the 10th. So that's a nice week-long opportunity for anyone in the industry, whether you're an indie artist or you're just somebody behind the scenes looking to do some networking and catch up on what's going on with the industry. And they've got some like high hitters like Live Nation and some other prominent names that are going to be speaking on panels and whatnot. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. Canadian Music Week starts June 5th up in Toronto, Canada.
Wow. Thank you, Bo Summer, for another great tip. Get up there. If you're up close to Ontario, get
Road
to
trip.
it.
Maybe next year
Road trip.
I think the
that would be
balcony
fun.
show could do maybe a little road trip up there. That would be neat.
Yep. I'd like to remind you that The Balcony is proudly produced right here at Keiko Studios in Penn Argyl, Pennsylvania. Hit them up for all your musical production needs. KeikoStudios.com.
Mad Cats, Mad Tracks.
And on today's Mad Cats Mad Tracks, we have the song by Cody Wayne Briggs, and the song is called The Heart Knows. Oh, yes, it surely does. So give it a listen, and here we go.
Is it too late to call her? Is she even there at home? I could have loved her better. Now I'm sitting here alone. To be absolutely honest, it's killing me inside. Like the pain in my brain said it just won't quit. Can't believe you're not by my side. The heart knows what it knows. Spending way too much time with her on my mind. I've gotta pull myself together. Time is hard to come by. So I try to be strong, but there ain't no way. There's a whole lot of memories, what can I say? If she decides to take me back, I'll start smiling just like that. One more chance to get it right, get it right. And I just can't let her go. And I just can't let her go. Just can't let her go. If she could see my face every time I hear her name, my day runs so much better, and I hope she feels the same. I'd give the world to have her here. Tell her I love her loud and clear. I tell her I love her loud and clear. The heart knows what it knows. Spending way too much time with her on my mind. I gotta pull myself together. Time is hard to come by. So I try to be strong, but there ain't no way. There's a whole lot of memories, what can I say? If she decides to take me back, I'll start smiling just like that. One more chance to get it right, get it right. And I just can't let her go. And I just can't let her go.
Listening to The Balcony Show.
Welcome to another edition of Mike's Music Box. Inside, you're going to hear some stories of the macabre, the paranormal, and the strange. So stay tuned, if you dare. Hello, everybody. This is Mike Roy here at The Balcony. And on today's Music Box, we're going to keep it short. This is going to be a part one, and we're only going to go over a few of these things. But we're going to talk about urban myths and legends of rock stars that are not true, that everybody believes that are true. So, and it'll also be an open forum to my colleagues here. If they have anything to put in or say or anything that they might I've heard as well over the years. I find this aspect of fame and celebrity very, very interesting because, even since you were kids, you've always heard something about somebody
That's
you
true.
listen to.
That's
very true.
Look at the
Yeah.
stories about Michael Jackson. We ain't got to go any further than that. It'll take up all night.
He's got a lot of urban myths. And some not so urban. Looking back at the subject matter, I found that it all started popularity-wise with, of course, the urban myth of Robert Johnson, who, was a blues player. And he supposedly went down to the crossroads and sold his soul to the devil.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
And that has permeated into every genre of music since this myth had been thrown out there into the ether with everybody. And it was taken so serious, especially, so Robert Johnson, just going back a little bit, was known as a horrific, terrible blues player and would get kicked out of a lot of clubs and a lot of fights and everything else. And it was a very competitive scene until he disappeared for a while. And he came back and it was almost like it wasn't him. And he had learned this style that nobody was doing and the feel that he had and all his lyrics with the Hellhounds and everything. So I don't know who started this myth about him, but it has totally permeated,
and they still make songs today about it.
Always, yeah.
And documentaries.
And documentaries.
Yeah, there's several documentaries out there on it.
So, of course, just to gloss over that, I mean, obviously he didn't go to the crossroads and sell his soul to the devil, so they say. I don't know.
How do you know, though?
We don't. I kind of hope it is true.
I don't know, because then that means that that's
how
an
do
option.
We know? Yeah, it is an option.
Bo, you sound so knowledgeable on this one.
But did he reap the rewards of that? Do you think?
I think that he reaped the rewards while he was living, because he started to gain such notoriety for his influence on everybody around him, especially the older guys as well, who dismissed him. And I think in the end, after his passing, that this myth just kept his name alive and on the tips of people's tongue. And, again, like Ann said, permeated so much different kinds of music. And so the next time you're listening to like certain lyrics and certain songs, just keep that in the back of your head, that a lot of this came from Robert Johnson's urban myth. And that takes care of part 1 from The Balcony, Mike's Music Box. Keep listening.
It's time for the spotlight portion of our show, where we showcase new singles from returning guests. And your host is Donna freaking Gallucci.
Woo! That's the best intro yet.
Here
Love
I
it.
am, Donna freaking Gallucci.
Yeah.
Today we have a great new song by Christian Montgomery and the Winter Kill Band.
New album alert.
I
Yep,
remember.
New album alert. New album alert.
Very cool.
New album is called Lower County Outlaw, and the song is Gypsy Girl. And I love this song, actually. I really like
No,
this
it's
song.
really good.
What stood out to me was the acoustic guitar that it starts off with. It's a great rhythm that it's got
Very
going
cool.
on, great acoustic rhythm throughout the song. There's some electric guitar in there too, and I read somewhere that Christian plays all the guitars in this song, which is something he's never done before.
Oh,
which is
very
really
cool.
So it's a song about, I guess, something that we've all been through at one time or another, how you give everything to the one you love and it's not given back in return. So
Life.
I think we've all been through that.
Yeah. That's how we learn, right?
That's how we learn
Yep.
and grow. Absolutely.
There you go.
And this is how Christian describes the song. He said, "It is a Cajun-laced love story that turned into an epic journey. Listen closely and you will hear a hint of Peter Gabriel's song, Salisbury Hill."
Nice.
Very
Very cool.
Yep. Really cool song. So I hope everyone enjoys it listening out there. Gypsy Girl by Christian Montgomery and the Winter Kill Band.
that gypsy girl. You can promise diamonds and pearls, just don't love that gypsy girl. It's a kind of love that breaks your balls, then she'll drown you in some alcohol. You pay a price when you get down. It's a sense she gets when she's in town. You can offer her the world, just don't love that gypsy girl. You can promise diamonds and pearls, just don't love that gypsy girl. Just don't love. Don't you love that gypsy girl? Well, alright. Don't you love her? You can offer her the world, just don't love. You can promise diamonds and pearls, just don't love. Doesn't matter, boy, you girl, just don't love that gypsy girl.
Hi, everybody. You're back on the Balcony Show, the train wreck of all.
I think so. At least behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
It is never a train wreck here, ever.
No. If people only knew what was going on. I think we're going to do the Balcony Unleashed sometime. Let you guys have a little bit of an access to what goes on behind the scenes here.
Be
'Cause
afraid.
They're
Be very
crazy.
Audio only.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can't show that, Mike.
All right. I'll put it back.
On that note, our Reverb Nation campaign is going strong. If you would like to get on this crazy show with us, go to reverbnation.com and check out the Balcony Show, submit your music, or send your music to thebalcony@outlook.com. If you put it on Reverb Nation, I will listen to it. If you send it in the email, I will try.
I will try.
So with that said, you got anything else, Mad Cat?
I got nothing.
Oh, why are you so angry?
I got nothing.
Wow.
Angrily has
Aggro.
nothing.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
I'm sorry. I'll try a little bit more fluffier. I got nothing.
Nothing, honey.
Just not a thing.
Nothing, honey.
Nothing, honey.
I tried to find something, but it was nothing.
Oh my God. Anyways, we're going to end things tonight with a song from the Hawkeyes, Stones Throw Away. You're going to love their music as well. Check them out. Good night, everybody from the Balcony Show. We'll catch you next week.